So for today, we're going to be looking at the multi-cell set for the Hunters. If you guys don't know, we've already done the review video right here. Definitely check it out. Remember that I discontinued the regular review and shader video. They're basically melded into this one video, so that way it's easier to see and easier for me to edit, and it's just better because I can actually make sets on the fly if I really want to, or I explain further in depth of like each piece and whatnot. So I feel like this is a little bit better. So remember, check that video out because I do think it's worth it. We're going to be looking at the individual pieces from the multi-cell set and then making individual sets from those pieces, so that way we can see what we can do with these pieces, because I do think these pieces are really good. I'm still a little sad that we lost out on the fact that the underneath armor without the goop looks really cool as a tactical set, but we'll get into that when we see this, because I do think this is going to be really fun. So let me know what you guys think. Appreciate y'all. Remember, like, comment, subscribe really does help, because a huge portion of people are actually not subscribed. So if you can do me a favor, like, comment, sub, hit the bell notification, because that also does help. Also remember that the Discord is finally up, so join because I need more people. Other than that, let's get into it. So to start off, here is the first Hunter set. Now this is a little weird because the Olmsted's Downfall for the Blight Ranger is what we're going to be using, and this one came about from a feeling of like, let me make the goop kind of like infect this technologically advanced being type of thing, and that's kind of like where the theme came in. I'm usually not a fan of doing themes because I feel like that's kind of like a cop-out for a lot of people, but I decided to do it on this one because I needed to, because this multi-cell set is pretty rough. So for this one, malware grips, multi-cell vest and strides, and then cyborg nemesis cloak, and then for the shader, Searle's modular shine. So yeah, I think this is really cool. When I get into the whole like theme of it, it's actually really cool. And honestly, I feel like I've been a little too heavy-handed with the theme, like judging the theme type of thing, because I do think it's actually really cool when you look into that. So from now on, I will be using a little bit more thematic type of thing, because again, why limit myself when it's just like whatever. It's like I make armor for characters in a video game. It's not that serious. So overall, I think this one's a pretty cool one. Is it the best one here? Probably not. There's already two sets from this that I'm already thinking about that's way better than this. So definitely really cool. The only annoying part is I really did try to get a really good red, because cyborg nemesis cloak, the red right here does not change color, so like you can literally switch it out for anything. Like this one, primer doesn't have red like at all, so like that's really annoying. So that's kind of like the thing that I would tell you, if you want to use cyborg nemesis cloak, just be aware that you have to have red in there. And I did really want to use this because it is really good. So Hunters, let me know what you guys think about the first set. As for the next set, I made this set a while ago. I think like when I had got access to the cloak, I was like, oh shit, because I think I already had the multi-cell grasps, and I think I had like, I think it was this one actually, this one. So I think this was originally how it looked, and I was like, this looks okay. But then when I got the cloak, I immediately started gushing, because I was like, this is gonna look so cool. And yeah, I really love this one. Mask of the Anointed, multi-cell grasp with the multi-cell grasp with the multi-cell cloak, Vicarian strides, and then sincerity ornament for the gifted conviction, primer for the shader. And this one came about because the way, this is technically another thematic one, but this one came about because I wanted primer, because unfortunately there's a glow right here that I hate, and then the glow here doesn't change color. So I immediately was like, well, I'm going to turn off the glow with primer, which is going to be really fun. And then I'm going to have it so that way the story of this is the hunter was in space and kind of got killed in space. I don't know if it was like before he became a guardian or after, but probably be after he became a guardian, because I like to think that the goop became a guardian. That's kind of like where the whole thing came about, is the fact that like I feel like the goop became like sentient and or melded with the consciousness of the guardian, which means that the goop is the guardian, which means like the color kind of drained from all of the body and everything, and then the goop is what retains the color, which is the consciousness. Yeah, it's a lot of things to go by. Honestly, it just looks fucking cool. Honestly, I think it just looks really cool. I think the Vicarian strides with the sincerity and the multi-cell grasp, these three kind of carry this, and the Mask of the Anointed goes really well with all of this, because it just the multi-layered armor looking thing is what makes it look really good as well. So a lot of talk for just saying, oh, this armor just looks cool in my opinion. Honestly, you could do other things if you want. You could do something like this. Just remember, if you use sincerity, this blue color does not change. So if you really wanted to, you could do something like this, which probably would be the best. But again, Vicarian Strides does take the off color. So at that point, you would probably want to do something like this. It's over here, this one. So you could do something like this if you really wanted to. The only annoying part is that, like, actually that's fine. I was gonna say that this takes like that reptile skin type of thing, but this also takes that color. But then the boots, or specifically the pants, goes well with the stomach because the stomach has the same texture as well. So you do something like this, but honestly, I was just like, this I feel like just is way better. So let me know what you guys think about the second set. As for the next set, this is where it gets interesting because this one is basically the same sincerity with or sincerity ornament for the Gifted Conviction, and then everything else is completely different. Multicell mask, crystal cream grips, diamond-born strides, dark age cloak. This is obviously going for a tactical set, and I love this set. This set is amazing, bro. The only thing I would be I would switch out if I really wanted to would be putting the dark age strides with the dark age cloak, so that way we can have a little bit more fur. There we go. I was blanking on fur. But yeah, something like this actually isn't the worst shit in the world, mind you. Like, it's gonna lean into that tactical set a lot more. And crystal green grips come from a nice icy looking armor set, so that's also really good. Granted, you could also do here you are. You also do something like this. Unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of that orange, so I probably would go back to this one. And this actually looks pretty decent as well. So if you wanted to go for an icy, like, agent type of thing, Arctic Dreamsake would be the shader you want to go for. But this probably is my favorite, if I'm being honest, just because that helmet is such a banger, bro. And you will see a lot more of this helmet in the future armor sets, because I think this helmet is just, again, like I said, an absolute banger and the best piece from the Multicell from all the classes, because this one does not have any goop. Mind you, it does have like that battle worn look on the visor, but other than that, it looks really good. So hunters, let me know what you guys think. And then last but not least, we have this weird fucking thing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I like it, but at the same time I hate it. So Multicell mask again, Europan plate ornament for the Renewal Grasp, Vicarian Cuirass, Covert Ranger boots, and then First Ascent cloak. Shader-wise Dreaming Spectrum, so that way we can combine all the colors into one, because unfortunately the Vicarian chest piece takes shaders really terribly, and I'll showcase it in a bit. I'm just trying to find the shader. Here it is. So you can do something like this, which actually wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but I decided to just be like, ah, whatever, it doesn't matter, because the crystals is going to be the thing. It's symmetrical, so that's going to help a lot, but it's just going to be one of those things where that's the only piece there, because every other crystal piece is just pretty terrible in my opinion, or the one I should say, this one. You could do something like this, kind of defeats the purpose considering I'm supposed to use this helmet, but you could also just do this instead if you really wanted to, which doesn't look bad, mind you. It's just, again, remember, it's not going to be symmetrical, which is going to be pissing me off. Or you could do something like this, which is symmetrical, but it's a different kind of color, which this is much more of a like lavender ice rather than just a blue, like white ice. So again, that's kind of like where it comes into mind, where I really wish when it came to like stasis anything, it was just one color. It wasn't like a multiple of colors, because again, this isn't the only problematic piece. The Titans have a few pieces, Warlocks definitely have a few pieces, Hunters, I think this is the only crystal ornament that we have, at least to my knowledge. So this one's not bad, mind you, because the Renewal Grasp ornament does look really cool with it. It's just kind of like, I feel like it's too much armor for the arms, because the arms, it's literally just like armor here, which is not even armor, and then the armor plating up here. Other than that, it's pure cloth. So if you really wanted to, you could go into this with more cloth in mind. It's just like something like that with probably maybe this one. Do something like that, and then maybe change the cloak to like something a little bit more. I mean, you could do something like this and it wouldn't look super weird, mind you. Like, I do think it looks pretty decent. But I feel like a small cloak would also look probably better. Or a cloak that's like, oh wait, hold on. I just remembered a combo that I really like that Crips did. This one with it's over here. This one. So yeah, you can do something like this, which actually is not the worst thing in the world, because switch the cloak real quick. Do something like this. I don't think it looks good. I feel like this doesn't look bad. So something like this. Now we can actually change the shader to this, and now it looks pretty decent. So you can do something like this as well, which is not going to look really, really bad. It's just, again, like, I'm not the biggest fan of the arms, which is funny because, like, why would you even use them then? It's like, oh, well, I technically had to use them for a video that I'm going to be making, so that's kind of like why. But overall, not a bad pairing in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think about this set. Other than that, I'm pretty much done. Let me know what you guys think. I had a lot of fun making a lot of these sets. Mind you, the last set is pretty okay-ish, but dog, like, the Gift of Conviction ones are such a banger in my opinion that I just had so much fun making those sets. So yeah, definitely pick up this armor set. If you guys don't know, this is the season pass armor set as of today, which actually this will most likely be going up tomorrow, which is Friday. You have like 3 or 4 more days because Tuesday is the new season, so to speak. It's the Ash and Iron update, and if from what the season pass is telling me, the season pass is going to be going away on that Tuesday. So let me know what you guys think. Appreciate y'all. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord. Other than that, be safe. I'll see you guys later.